I'm Raghavendra M. Shetty, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Kendra Engineering College, Mangalore. This video is Basic Electronics of first semester, subject code 18ELN14 of video syllabus. I'm starting with module 1. The first module is Semiconductor Diode and its applications. Let us start. The slide shows a VA characteristics of a diode. The first quadrant shows forward bias region, and the third quadrant shows a reverse bias region. This is forward bias region and this is reverse bias region. In the forward bias region, the positive terminal is connected to anode and the negative terminal is connected to cathode. The input voltage, that is forward voltage, V forward, is started from 0, and as the V forward varies till you reach diode breakdown voltage, that is built-in voltage of a diode, that is the built-in voltage of the diode, or we can also call it as a barrier potential, which is 0.7 volts for silicon and 0.3 volt for germanium. 0.3 volts for germanium. So if it is a silicon diode, if when your input voltage Vf, if it is greater than 0.7 volts, then diode starts conducting. Till then there will be a small current flow, and after your input reaches V, when V built in, that is V gamma, this is V gamma. When your input voltage reaches V gamma, diode starts conducting and there will be a sudden exponential rise in the forward current. That means diode starts conducting only after your input reaches V gamma. In the reverse bias condition, negative terminal is connected to positive of the supply and positive terminal is connected to negative of the supply. Diode is said to be in reverse bias and there is no current flow because junction is going to widen. Even then there will be a small leakage current. There will be a small amount of leakage current which we call as a reverse saturation current. At some point of time, as you increase the reverse voltage, that is negative reverse voltage, maybe the order of 200 volts, the diode gets breakdown and suddenly diode starts conducting in the reverse bias region, which we call as a breakdown voltage. And from this graph we can find out different resistances of the diodes as shown in the diagram, DC resistance or AC resistances of a diode, that we will see in the next slides. The diagram shows forward bias VA characteristics of a diode. This is forward bias characteristics of a diode, where this is a forward voltage VF applied. V forward applied starts from 0, and this is the respective current with respect to voltage. As you vary the voltage, note down the current and draw this graph. That is forward bias characteristics. Here I take a value of forward voltage, which I call here as a diode voltage. I connect it to a forward bias characteristics what I got for the respective diode, and then I found out what is the respective current for this voltage. So for example, in this example, if VD is 3 volts and respective current ID for this is 2 milliamps, then according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, or R is equal to V by I, which is equal to VD by ID, which is 3 volts divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is 1.5 kilo ohm, 1.5 kilo ohm resistance. So with the example what I have taken, I have found out a resistance R for an example of forward voltage VD to be 3 volts and respective current ID to be 2 milliamp. I can find out similarly, I can find out this resistance for any instant on the graph. Any instant on the graph, I should find out VD for this, I should find out respective ID for this, and VD by ID will give you the resistance at this point, resistance of the graph at this point, or resistance of the diode. In fact it is representing the resistance of the diode what you connected to plot this graph. So this resistance what we calculated is called as static resistance, or is also called as static forward resistance, RF. In the previous slide we have seen static resistances. Now we will see what is dynamic forward resistance. So similar to previous, I will take a voltage, forward voltage, and I will find out what is a respective I for that particular voltage. That is at VD1, the current is ID1, and at forward voltage of VD2, the respective current will be ID2. Now VD1 and VD2, if I consider VD2 minus VD1 is nothing but change in the forward voltage, and ID2 minus ID1 is corresponding change in the forward current. Now resistance is change in voltage by change in forward current. This resistance what we calculated is represented as normally RD, which is called dynamic resistance of a diode whose forward characteristics is shown in the diagram. So RD represents incremental change in voltage versus incremental change ratio of change of voltage to the change of current. So dynamic resistance is always referred as change in dynamic resistance is change of forward voltage to the change of forward current, This is delta VF and this is delta IF. That is how we can calculate dynamic forward resistance of a diode. Here are some datasheet parameters for your reference. One is reverse saturation current. Reverse saturation current. It's a constant reverse current flowing through a diode when it is reverse biased. When the diode is reverse biased, there will be a small leakage current which is flowing, which we refer as reverse saturation current. And reverse breakdown voltage, as we seen in the previous slides, it's a voltage at which in the reverse bias condition the current rises abruptly. That voltage what we call as reverse breakdown voltage. A knee voltage is nothing but a built-in voltage till the diode will not conduct in the forward bias region. That small forward voltage at which current starts flowing in the diode in the forward bias condition is called as knee voltage. Maximum forward current is how much maximum current you can pass through a diode when it is forward biased is called maximum forward current. If you pass a current beyond the limits, the diode will get burnt. Peak inverse voltage, it is the maximum voltage applied to diode in the reverse direction without the breakdown of a diode. Similar to forward static resistance and dynamic resistance, we can find out a static resistance and dynamic resistance in the reverse bias regions also. In the static reverse resistance, it is a ratio of reverse voltage to the reverse saturation current, whereas dynamic reverse resistance will take the incremental change in the reverse voltage to the incremental change in the reverse current.